Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome, welcome. Very excited to be here today and celebrate the book launch of our latest author, Jo Ann Fawcett, called The Prince Was Wrong. Jo Ann, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. This has been great working with you guys.
Amazing. So, Jo Ann, your book is out today. Can you tell us a
Yay!
little bit about it? I know, that's so amazing.
Sure. It's called The Prince Was Wrong, Leaving the Narcissist Behind, because my
Mhm.
last marriage was with a narcissist we were together 25 years, married for a little over 20. And I didn't realize till, the last few years that that's what I was
Amazing.
dealing with. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
Amazing. And so, can you tell us a bit about, what inspired you to share this experience?
Sure. After I published my first book, which was about my other marriages and other things, I met with one of my editors, and she had been married to a narcissist, and she suggested that I write a book about narcissistic abuse. And I let that sit in the background. And then I decided I would do that as part of my healing journey. So
Hmm.
I have found that writing has become a very magical tool for me to help with my life, and especially when I need to heal certain areas. And so as I started working on it, I realized there was more to that than just writing a book. And I wanted to help others who have been experienced the same kind of abuse or toxic relationships, because I found that there's a lot of people suffering from this, and
Hmm.
it's a huge problem throughout the world. I also wanted to provide hope for people who have been dealing with a narcissist in their life. So, and I learned a lot about narcissism along the way, obviously.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree. Writing can be a very powerful tool in healing. How did you find writing this book assisted your healing?
It helped me relive everything, and I've had to relive everything as I wrote it and as I reviewed it and edited it, and then you guys would send me back things, and I was reviewing it again. So, and obviously I was well, maybe not obviously, I was working with a therapist since before I started working on the book. But it just helped me see that, yes, I was a victim of this kind of abuse, and I'm not crazy, and I'm not wrong, and I'm not this horrible person. And it helped me see how I did grow and learn to stand up for myself and set boundaries and all the kinds of things you need to do when you're dealing with this kind of abuse. So
Mhm.
it just really helped enforce that I was on the best path for me.
That's so amazing.
Thank you.
And now, in The Prince Was Wrong, you discuss recognizing red flags of narcissistic abuse.
I do.
Um, Without giving too much away, obviously, because you go into detail in the book, but for some of our audience members who may be wondering, or what are some of those red flags that people can look out for?
And yeah, and it's gaslighting, it's bullying, it's making you feel 2 inches tall, it's making you feel like you never make a right decision in your life, and it's like everything that they do is right and everything you do basically is wrong if you disagree with them.
Hmm.
And the book shows numerous examples of how he would talk to me like that, especially when I
Hmm.
started standing up for myself. And the one thing that's unique or not unique in this position is, or this situation is, that particular husband is in prison, and he's been in prison the whole time I've known him. So most of our communication, we did have in-person visits, but most of the communication, um, that where all the narcissism really came out was COVID, and then since COVID. And so all we had were writing letters for a long
Hmm.
time. So I have written proof that, I couldn't record this conversation, but I have written proof from all these letters that just
Hmm.
haranguing me. And so, yeah, there you go.
And now here you are, I mean, living proof that that doesn't have to be your forever, that you
Nope.
can come out of a relationship like that and go on to do great things like
Yes.
writing books. So, what words of encouragement or advice would you have for other women who may be experiencing a similar situation?
Sure. We'll get therapy. Get a therapist, get a good therapist. And I have a great one who specializes in narcissistic abuse. That helped a whole lot. And
Mhm.
have a support system. You know, my daughter and my sister are my cheerleaders and have helped me through this whole process. But also really get to the point where you can believe in yourself again, because your self-esteem goes in the toilet when you're dealing with this kind of person. And I will just say it, a narcissist can be your child, your spouse, your friend, your work colleague, your parent, your sibling. It can be anybody in your life. It's not just your spouse or romantic partner. But again, get to the place where you're believing in yourself and taking care of yourself and standing up for yourself and setting boundaries and just knowing that you are a wonderful person despite what that person is telling you. And and I mean, my ex, when I asked, it was like, well, why didn't you even want to kiss me? It's like, well, you should have been prettier. It's like, am I ugly? It's like, just, that's just one of the little things. But it was like, you really have to look at yourself and know that you are a wonderful person and you can get past this.
Mhm.
And, you can leave if maybe if it's your child, you can't really leave, but, it's like, leave if you can. Get the help that you need. And I have met so many new friends who have
Mhm.
experienced the same thing. There's a whole community of us out here who can help one another.
Yeah, and I mean, we are stronger together.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly.
So now the book is out in ebook today. It's available
Yay!
on Amazon.
Very exciting.
So for everybody who wants to learn more, is curious, is maybe experiencing something similar and needs more information, or just, wants to be able to support people in their lives that are going through something, I mean, go out, pick up a copy. It is called The Prince Was Wrong, available on Amazon in ebook form, coming out in paperback in 2 weeks.
Yay!
So, I mean, congratulations,
Thank
because
you.
this is absolutely amazing and so brave to, revisit all of those moments, to document it and share with everyone else. So I commend you for your courage and your bravery as well.
Thank you.
And I hope you're going to take some time to celebrate yourself today.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a glass of champagne waiting for me somewhere. or sparkling cider. Whoever's going to join me, there will be a celebration today.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
So, for our audience, I mean, please go check out the book, The Prince Was Wrong, and we would love to hear your feedback. Share with us the parts that resonated with you, that taught you something, that helped you through something. Jo Ann would love to hear from you. We would
I
love to
would.
hear from you. And I mean, Jo Ann, congratulations. Any last words for our audience?
Just, it's just taking care of yourself is what's important. Even if you can't leave the situation, get the help that you need. And I have a website, just it's my name.com. So if you need some extra support, just reach out, email me, and I'm happy to chat or get on the phone. It's like, again, like I said, there's a whole community, and I've met people here in the States and overseas, who are affected by this and dealing with this and who are ready to help people wherever they are, just if you need somebody to talk to. So maybe you're not ready to leave, or maybe you're not ready to get the therapist yet, but if you just need a friend or a peer support person to talk to, I'm here. There's lots of people here to help you. And, you can
Absolutely.
get through this. You can get through this.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes. Amen to that, Jo Ann. Well,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much, Jo Ann, for joining me
Thank
today.
you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I'm so excited for you.
Me too. Thanks so much.
Mhm. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. Go out and grab your copy.